are built on elevated grounds and can be reached by escalators and elevators. The southern rail track is built on elevated level so that streets can be left for the use of pedestrians and service and emergency vehicles. The staggering number of pilgrims requires an elaborate operation system and plans so that trains can be used safely. Entering the stations is regulated and controlled and only allowed according to precise schedules in order to avoid excessive crowding. Stations are provided with 2 waiting areas to help organize pilgrims before the ride. The first group would be waiting for the train in front of its gates. At that time, the second group would be at the waiting lounge at the back. When the first group boards the train, the second group would move to the waiting lounge in the front. Similarly, new groups of pilgrims are then organized and prepared for the next trip. Careful design considerations are given to the dimensions of entrances and escalators so that they fit well with the movements of the trains. Each train can transport 3,000 pilgrims in a non-stop trip. The length of each train is 300 meters, and it can run at a speed range of 80 to 120 kilometers per hour. For the design and execution of the project, meticulous care has been taken to use the most up-to-date international technologies and systems, especially for giving comfort and safety protection to pilgrims. As part of the Improved Tents project, 350 kitchens in Mina were provided with kerosene stoves in the first phase. In the 1430 pilgrimage season, the rest of the kitchens, or 450, would be provided with the kerosene stoves. So all of the 800 kitchens in Mina have kerosene stoves to serve the pilgrims. Rainwater floods were real hazards to pilgrims for many decades. By the directions of the custodian of the 2 holy mosques and the follow-up by His Royal Highness Prince Mit'ab bin Abdulaziz, many channels, dams, and tunnels were built to contain, control, and divert the flood, and therefore avert any disaster. The Central Directorate for the Development of Projects has implemented several projects. Projects expected to be entirely completed next year are those ongoing now in the holy sites and the roads connecting the holy sites with the city of Mecca al-Mukarramah. This year saw the implementation of the surface flood drainage project at Arafat. It will have several benefits such as raising the efficiency of water drainage by culverts, which have been executed in the first phase. Reorganization of the Arafat holy site. There would be no need to use earth dams to protect pilgrims from the flood in low-lying grounds. Enlarging Arafat area by about 1 million square meters. Next year, a similar increase will be realized. The second phase of the flood drainage at Muzdalifah includes the construction of 2 dams to store the flood water on the northern hills of Muzdalifah. There will be, in addition, concrete canals for taking the water to the dams and also building roads for services and maintenance. To improve the efficiency of the flood and rainwater drainage network, new culverts have been built of reinforced concrete beside open canals, collection basins, and surface and side drainage. Altogether, they will meet the needs for flood drainage in the next 50 years. It has been noticed that when rain fell in the past years, great quantities of rainwater accumulated on the roads linking the holy sites and the city of Mecca al-Mukarramah and its interior roads. This could have impeded the pilgrims' transportation to and from them. The Central Directorate for the Development of Projects has completed the first and second phases of floodwater drainage projects on these linking roads. The solution called for the construction of box culvert and drainage pipes of very large capacities. The third phase will be completed next year. To familiarize the pilgrims, operators, and the Boy Scouts with their surroundings and locations of camps and service centers, a comprehensive project for naming and numbering and guidance system has been implemented in all the 3 holy sites. It will be completed next year. And a guidebook will be available for the use of pilgrims, Hajj guides, mutawifs, operators, and all personnel of involved in the pilgrimage. The plazas surrounding the buses' parking areas on road number 9 between Arafat and Muzdalifah have been asphalted. They will be designated for buses used by pilgrims from Turkey, Europe, America, and Australia. The purpose is to meet the needs of increasing numbers of pilgrims from these countries. The dedication of the Central Directorate for the Development of Projects at the Ministry of Municipal and Rural Affairs continues non-stop, under the direction of the Minister, His Royal Highness Dr. Mansour bin Mit'ab bin Abdulaziz. The Central Directorate is responsible for a number of other tasks, on top of which is providing all technical facilities and engineering services to the Ministry of Municipal and Rural Affairs for use in emergencies. It also offers support to agencies and organizations running the projects that the Central Directorate executed. In addition, the Directorate operates and maintains the new projects and also those projects that are still under its responsibility. The Ministry's location in Mina, the Central Operation Room receives reports and assigns follow-up groups from the Ministry to monitor the works of contractors executing projects and projects maintenance. Year after year, the numbers of pilgrims increase, and so do the number of projects and responsibilities of agencies concerned with the pilgrimage and pilgrims' welfare. These agencies work in close collaboration, hand in hand, to give their best services to the pilgrims, the guests of God. His Royal Highness Prince Mansour bin Mit'ab bin Abdulaziz, the Minister of Municipal and Rural Affairs, wishes all pilgrims God-accepted and blessed pilgrimage, and His Royal Highness hopes they will be able to perform their worship in ease, convenience, and utmost safety. Let us aspire for greater success and achievements through more dedication. May Allah bless our efforts.